Hey there, fellow explorers. It's Nikki. Welcome back to New Earth Archives. Whoa! Look, everyone. We've finally arrived at the beautiful Golden Savannah. Our ultimate mission today is to safely return these 3 little cuties rescued from the poachers right back to the embrace of the Great Savannah. Ta-da! Accompanying us this time is not only our badass captain and her squad, but also the base's most authoritative biology professor. Oh my gosh, explorers! Look over at the horizon. There are so many adult spinebacks in view.
The 3 of us can just walk straight over. Keep your movements light. Let's not startle the spinebacks over there.
Convoy, hold your positions, form a defensive perimeter, and maintain maximum alert.
Copy that. Utility vehicle holding position.
Professor, I have a question. This Golden Savannah is so massive, and there must be at least thousands of beasts in the herd, right? How are we going to pinpoint exactly where these 3 little cubs' birth mother is?
That's all thanks to our ecological monitoring system. Every single spineback here is implanted with a subdermal biotelemetry anchor during infancy. In other words, each individual spineback possesses its own unique biometric ID, allowing us to easily lock onto their location and status.
Whoa, so that's how it works. Then why wasn't the system able to track these 3 cubs accurately when they were forcibly taken from the savannah by those illegal syndicates for so many days?
Because these 3 little cubs were only a few days old. Our biology team hadn't even had the chance to implant the anchors before they were targeted by those poachers. I must admit, their intel and reaction speeds are incredibly fast. Actually, we detected unusual activity last week. The ecosystem suddenly raised an alarm showing a recently delivered spineback mother displaying a highly abnormal movement trajectory, with her roaming range expanding irregularly and frantically. The system's underlying data model instantly flagged an anomaly, and our biology team immediately activated emergency protocols, alerting all base units to deploy blockades. We didn't expect to catch those poachers red-handed.
We also have that sandstorm to thank this time. Those guys had nowhere to run and were forced to seek shelter inside the base. Otherwise, tracking them down out in the open wouldn't have been easy.
Looks like these 3 little ones had pretty good luck this time, narrowly escaping a terrible fate. Oh my gosh! Professor, there's a spineback over there staring right at us! Wait, it's heading this way.
Don't panic. That's her. A mother who has just given birth is extremely aggressive. Put the cubs down right here. Let's maintain a safe distance and let them reunite on their own.
Fam, this moment is seriously so touching. Look over there. The patrol eye is releasing low-frequency, multispectral biosignals, silently communicating with the mother beast. It's telling her that we're here to help and that we're totally not the bad guys.
All right. The mother's neuronal alarm levels have dropped. The threat is neutralized. We can safely approach now.
Ta-da! Fam, have you noticed this floating metal thingy flying alongside the professor? This is called the follower capsule. This gear is an absolute must-have for high-end explorers on New Earth. It can hold a crazy amount of logistical supplies. It's so cool! Once Nikki saves up enough money, I am absolutely buying one. spineback mother has taken so many hits. The professor just mentioned that after she found out her babies were missing, she was so consumed with worry that she spent days frantically searching the golden savanna without eating or drinking, smashing up her body and outer shell. Professor, is her life in danger?
The system shows she's mostly fine. Once we take care of these superficial wounds, she'll be good to go. First, we'll spray a layer of highly efficient antiseptic mist, then apply some gel to the wounds.
Fam, you're probably all pretty familiar with this white paste, right? We definitely use it all the time ourselves. It's nanopolymer coagulation gel. As long as you spread it evenly over the wound surface, the exact instant the gel hits the air, it rapidly activates, fusing with the skin tissue at a molecular level to turn into an ultra-high-strength biorepair membrane. It doesn't just block out lethal bacterial infections from the environment, it also perfectly locks down blood loss and accelerates wound closure. For a rookie exploration streamer like Nikki, it's a total staple tool. Professor, is this gel the exact same one we neo-humans use?
Of course not. The genes and epidermal structures of different organisms are completely unique. This is a custom version formulated specifically for spinebacks. If you mix it up with what humans use, the consequences would be incredibly dangerous.
Hear that, explorers? This is the Spineback Exclusive Edition. No swapping allowed. Professor, what are you feeding her?
This spineback mother has been running on overload for several days straight. Her energy has long been depleted, and her health index is severely substandard. We have to give her these specialized bionutrients and mineral forage, so her self-healing mechanisms can quickly recover to standard levels.
Professor, if we hadn't intercepted the cubs the day before, would this spineback mother really have kept frantically searching forever?
Yes, the birth rate of spinebacks is inherently extremely low, and their genes carry an exceptionally strong maternal instinct. If she couldn't find her offspring, she would continue searching for months, and her range would expand into highly dangerous territories. Without forced intervention or guidance, it often leads to terrible tragedies.
Exactly. Last year, a spineback mother who lost her child wandered almost completely out of the Golden Savanna's ecological boundary and slammed straight into the outer perimeter bordering the wilderness desert. At the time, she was driven into agony by the ERF dispersal waves along the hidden blockade line, but she still absolutely refused to leave, breathlessly roaring in despair at the sweeping sands for an entire day.
Oh my God, that's heartbreaking. How did she even end up all the way over there?
That spineback mother witnessed the poachers taking her cup, so she pursued them based on the direction the vehicle fled.
Speaking of that mother, it was indeed quite a handful. Our entire biology team took shifts camping right out here on the savannah for over a month just to barely calm her down. It completely exhausted everyone.
Tragic. Thank goodness we caught it early this time and rescued the 3 cubs. Otherwise, this mother would have gone through so much trauma.
However, starting this year, there seems to have been a massive shift in these troublesome poaching incidents.
What kind of shift?
Well, according to intel from informants we planted in the black market of Sin City, the underground syndicate's black market demand for spineback cubs from the Golden Savanna has recently dropped drastically. Or it is, they discovered a far more suitable biological specimen with a much more unique energy profile on a deserted island to the south.
Deserted island? Are those people insane? That's a Class 1 forbidden zone. In a pristine tropical rainforest under 8G natural gravity, the entire place is crawling with unrecorded, ferocious mutated creatures. Poaching over there? Will those those guys even make it back alive?
Money talks. In the face of absolute skyrocketing profits, those syndicates and high-ranking bounty hunters who value cash over their own skin couldn't care less about the risks.
Though the motives behind it are complex, as far as this golden savanna is concerned, a drop in cup snatching is a good thing at the very least. Let's hope this place can truly find some peace in the future. All right, let's head over to the lake over there and run some water quality monitoring while we're at it.
Check out this lake. The water source is incredibly clean and transparent.
This lake serves as a core monitoring point for our biology team's regular measurements. We've even placed several high-precision automated water quality analyzers at the bottom of the lake, specifically to guarantee the drinking safety of these protected behemoths.
Whoa, that's awesome! So the water here flows down from those mountain ranges over there?
Exactly. There's often a moderate amount of rainfall falling on the mountains. You should be familiar with smart ecological regulation, right?
Of course I know that. The monsoons, rainfall, ocean currents, and wind belts across our Neo-Noah continent, all these complex, extreme climate patterns are completely regulated by the 36 intelligent pyramid systems distributed across the globe, working in perfect sync with the satellite network in deep space. They can precisely modulate the atmospheric composition and radiation levels in every single region, creating a perfectly livable environment for us neo-humans and the local wildlife.
Absolutely correct. Just like this golden savanna, it receives a gentle, steady drizzle twice a week, precisely to nourish this land and maintain a flawless climate-controlled environment. That's what gives the spinebacks such a stellar habitat.
Whoa! Look over at the mountaintop. 2 rainbows just appeared at the exact same time. It's so gorgeous.
Yep, perfect timing. The periodic localized rainfall is about to hit. Nikki, let's move out.
Water quality monitoring complete, and our mission is a total success. Let's head back.
On it! Explorers, our Savannah mission to escort the cuties home is officially a wrap. If you guys loved today's mix of hardcore lore and heartwarming moments, absolutely do not forget to like, follow, and subscribe. See you at our next mysterious coordinates. Bye-bye!